My name is Anthony Kills Crow. I'm a full-blood Lakota from Pine Ridge, South Dakota. My wife is a Delaware, and that's how I migrated here in Oklahoma. I've got a lot of, in our native culture, we have relatives. We make relatives as we meet one another, you know, and I'm really thankful that I live among all these natives. There's 39 tribes here in Oklahoma. And the majority of the tribes here in this area is Cherokee. How many of you all are Cherokee? Let me see a raise of hands. Wow. Wow, that's a lot. Wow, that is awesome. Well, you know, this is your culture also. You are more than welcome to partake in things like this. In our native way, we share, we make relatives, we make friends. So, among all of you, you know, we do our best to do better than yesterday. And so we try to make friends and do something, get out of ourselves and do something for somebody else. When you can do that, you will find a large reward for yourself, your self-esteem, your confidence. So a long time ago when we teach our young to put these regalia on. They're not costumes, they're regalia. They have purpose for everything. And anytime we use animals, every part is used. We don't just, you know, shoot a deer and throw a carcass in the trash or like that. Every part is used, you know, except the guts. We leave that for the coyotes, you know. But other than that, we teach our young to be prideful, to embrace our culture. And so that's what these guys are doing today. If you've ever been to a powwow or a big giant powwow, you will see many dancers like this. You will see the athletic moves, the grace, the beauty. So we just happen to be so lucky to have these folks, some of the young folks here at Inola. And their grandpa, my brother Dean Welch, God rest his soul, started this little program about 8 years ago at the elementary. And so far it's blossomed to this. And possibly one day you will have a powwow here. Wow, that'd be so awesome. That would be good. So we're going to do what they call a grand entry. This is a place where we have this eagle staff, which represents our flag, which represents our country. We bring that in. Behind them, we usually have the powwow committee staff, we have the elders, the visiting royalty, and all the different tribal dress that you will see. So at this time, that's what we would gracefully enter this circle. We enter this circle becomes sacred. And we become, when this drum begins, there is a connection with our spiritual world. And when we hit that drum, you might just hear a thumping sound, or you might not understand the words. But these words and these songs have meaning. And they are some prayer songs, goodwill songs. and you will receive a blessing just from being around us. And I thank you for your attention. Wow, there's so many of you here. This is awesome. I am just honored to be here today among you to help get this program started. And so we will do the grand entry at this time. Bye. Thank you. As you notice, we brought the flag, or the staff. You go ahead and put that staff over here. This gentleman represents the men's Southern Straight attire. The gentleman, the little man, young man beside him represents the fancy dance. The two young gentlemen represent traditional dance. These two young ladies represent Southern Plains women's dance. There's two fancy shawl dancers here, and then the last two jingle dress dancers. So I'm going to go probably the traditional and the straight dance first. Let you show what they're like, and this fancy dancer can show you his stuff by himself too. So you guys stay out here. And oh, yeah. I was gonna say, hey, get back here, man. He has to get his stuff. All right, hook up. Thank you for that round of applause. These two young gentlemen that are the traditional dancers, their grandpa, before he went on to the spirit world, taught them how to dance, what it means, the songs, and they were real little then, and they've grown up since, and I'm proud of them that they would get up and do this in front of you. You know, a lot of times, you know, as humans, we don't want to get up in front of people and do anything, you know. And then they represent, as well as the young man, the straight dancer, they represent the hunt or tracking, hunting or tracking, whatever, or way back during the battles of long ago, they would track the enemy, and that's how they would do it, and they would crouch down, you know, like that. But today, you know, we are seeking this day. We're seeking our future, our way of life that will help us better ourselves. And so we continue this way of dance throughout the years. We learn to sing like that young man. He will sing, so he'll know all the songs when he's older. He'll know the song. He'll know when to stop. So when he's in competition, and there's other dancers that are a lot of dancers like him, he will be able to compete with them and stop on time. So this is just a sample of what you would see at a powwow. And these little traditional dancers, you know, they're looking for, like I said, hunting tracks, the enemy, learning to crouch and learning to be skillful. So that's what that represents. Now, I'm going to bring their fancy dancer out here. And this one here represents the athleticism of our native people. You know, I played ball, football, basketball, baseball, you know, all that's all good and everything. I like that. But to dance like this, it takes some effort. It takes listening, timing, and moves. And, you know, doing this kind of activity helps us to be strong also. I'm 71 years old, and I feel good. I can get around. I can feel good about myself, and I'm not stoved up. But it's from dancing. I didn't do the fancy dance, but I was a traditional dancer and a singer. And just to be able to continue to have this way, to be part of this circle is awesome. So this is what the fancy dance looks like. takes a little effort, listening, and keeping balance. I couldn't do that today, man. I'll be all over that floor. Okay, at this time, I'll bring our fancy shawl dancers out. Our fancy shawl dancers are women who show grace and beauty, kind of like the butterfly, how it transformed from a caterpillar to a beautiful butterfly. They show stamina, they show strength, and they show their beauty and pride of trying to be a good young person. And that's what they represent, and this is the fancy shawl. This takes a lot of effort. I'd have to drink about 2 Red Bulls just to have that kind of energy. Okay, at this time I'll have our Southern Cloth dancers. These ladies represent the backbones of our family, the grace, the connectiveness to Mother Earth, their cooking skills, sewing skills, being mom, being auntie, uncle, grandma, all that. These ladies show the grace of being a woman, the backbone of our Indian people. So this is the Southern Cloth. mentioned earlier, there are 39 different tribes here in Oklahoma. And usually you could tell by the applique of their ribbon work on their dresses what tribe they are, where they come from. You know, the grandmas and the moms have taught them how to be a good human being, a good young lady, how to be, maybe in the future, be a mom, you know, and eventually on to be grandma, that way. So that's what they represent. Well, I'm gonna bring the jingle dress dancers out here. Now this dance originated back from the Ojibwe tribe back east. The short version of the story of an old medicine man who was very ill, close to death, and he kept having this dream of this dance and the song. And on the fourth day, the fourth dream that he had it, he made a dress like this and put it, this little girl that was in a tribe that was real sickly, had her wear it, and he taught the singer, or he sang the song for them. And when she danced that dance, it was a healing dance. And she got healed, that young lady. So this dance represents healing. So all of you here in the audience, if you're feeling bad, got a headache, don't want to be in school, got a bad vibe going, this will resonate to you. I can't tell you that a lightning bolt's going to hit you or anything like that, but the song and the dance together, you can feel it in your heart, and it will make you feel good. That's what this song represents, and that's what these dancers represent. And they are more than welcomed at the powwows, because there's always an elder or somebody sick, and they bring healing to them. So I want to expound on that a little more. This is the jingle dance. Thank you. The one here in the blue, this jingle dress dancer, her grandpa, my brother, Dean Welch, He was the one that started this effort 8 years ago at the elementary. And what he did was he banged on the desk, and Emmeline danced when she was real little, and she's still dancing today, you know, and she's going to be representing throughout her adult or young life and into her adulthood. Now this is a sample of what you would see at a powwow. You would see many, many more of these variety of dances. And I welcome you to go to a powwow sometime. You know, sometimes there's a stigma associated with powwows. Oh man, I want to go, man. There's a bunch of Indians. You know, don't be like that. I know you guys ain't like that. You know, Inola is a good place. A good loving place. You guys, tight, small group. You're awesome. You got to be awesome to invite us here to present something so awesome. Beautiful. So with that, relatives, if any of you have any questions of any of these dancers, I could probably try to answer. And my nephew's here at the center of the circle here at the drum. Everything revolves around this drum. This is a healing element for us natives. They were blessed with a good memory of song, what kind of song, when to sing it, and where to sing it. They were blessed that way. And I am glad that we have young singers like this that's going to carry this on, that one day when I'm not here, this is still going to go on, and possibly a powwow here at Inola. So with that, I guess we're going to have a round dance. Is there any veterans in our audience? We got any veterans? 3? If you could stand up, I can see you. Just stand up. There you go. There's one up there. We have 3 veterans here. I always uphold the utmost respect for veterans. All my relatives were veterans. And one of my nephews expounded earlier that 1 out of 4 soldiers out of every war was a Native American. And they gave their lives, their all, so that we could live in freedom, that we could be here free and to do, you know, what we want. So in honor of our veterans, our singers are going to sing an honor song for them. And if you don't mind, if you would stand, all you students, in honor of our veterans. We still got some who are at war in harm's way. We want them to come back. Those that went to war who didn't come back, those who lost limbs, they came back sickly. We honor them. We don't forget them. And of course, are missing in action. So at this time, I'm going to sing a veteran song. And it's just going to be 2 times through. So if you would rise, all of you, in honor of our veterans. Okay. sit down. You may be seated. With that, thank you, veterans. God bless each and every one of you. At this time for our finale, we're going to include you should you want to dance. We have a friendship dance that's called a round dance. And it's literally just like walking sideways like this. That's just doing that. But you'll have an opportunity to come out here and feel that drum, that song, that feeling. There's something out here in this circle that is very, very different. And I invite all of you to come out here. I know you guys, you can do it because you're Inola, because hook 'em horns. Come on out. And then just get the big circle. Get the big circle. All right, we're going to sing this one. Hope God. Okay, just like walking sideways, guys. Go. Just go around, just like walking sideways. Go to the right. Just go that way. Just dance sideways. Yeah. Feel that. Feel that drum. This is you. This is Inola. Thank you, thank you. Way to go, Inola.
Americans are to people just like you. So we're the same. I mean, a lot of you, at least a third of our school is Native American. So everyone does the exact same things, but like you said, we make sure to use every part of the animal. On some of the regalia, you can see parts of animals. His breastplate, these white beads are made of bone. Turn. These white beads on his breastplate are made of bone. Somebody polished them and drilled a hole through them. We have hawk feathers, bear claws on his. We have deer hides. What else? Feathers. We have eagle feathers as well as hawk feathers. Porcupine. This is from a porcupine. So there's all sorts of things that we use to make our regalia. And people spend months and months making this stuff. It's not something that you can go buy at the store.
Well, yes, Chickasaws do powwows now. Before they were like storm dancers and things like that. The powwow is kind of a common thing now for everybody to get together. So in closing, guys, I just want to say thank you, Inola, for inviting us to show our humble little way. We, myself included, in a lot of ceremonies, and our sacred colors are red, yellow, black, and white. And guess what? That's all of us. We're all included in my prayers. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart for bringing my relatives here to show us a humble way, yet powerful way. Hook 'em horns.